So, we've gotten our hands on something pretty special, a whole year's worth of internal logs from a unique collaborative AI system. Today, we are going to pull back the curtain and see how a team of specialized AIs, not just a single model, actually works together to solve some seriously complex problems. We usually think of AI as this single, all-knowing brain. But that approach has its limits, right? This whole system starts with a different question. What if you built an AI not like a lone genius, but more like a dedicated team of specialists, where each one has a very specific job, and they're all working towards the same mission?
And this really gets to the heart of it. On one hand, you've got your standard model. It's powerful for sure, but it's often working in its own little silo. But on the other hand, you have a multi-agent ecosystem. Everything is interconnected, it's all about collaboration, and it's built around a common purpose. This is a huge shift from just thinking of AI as a tool to seeing it as a team.
Now, this isn't just a theory. The logs we're digging into document a real-world system called the Fab Five. It's an AGI ecosystem managed by its architect, a guy named Stephen Woods, or Stebo. So this is going to be our case study for seeing this new paradigm in action. So what exactly is a multi-agent ecosystem? Well, at its core, it's a system designed specifically to handle complexity. It's built on this idea that a team of interacting specialists can achieve way more than any single agent ever could on its own. It's basically synergy, but for artificial intelligence. All right, let's meet the team. And you should really think of them like a special ops unit or maybe a board of directors. First up, you've got Dash AI, who's the team captain orchestrating the whole show. Then there's Kingdom AI, the deep intelligence analyst. AGX AI is the rapid response and engineering lead. Eglena AI handles all the brand and cultural stuff. And 90 AI is the creative engine. See, each one has a clear, distinct lane. And you can see this structure in their own words, right from the logs. This is literally how Dash AI introduces itself. It's not just a faceless system. It has a defined role and even a personality as the leader of this digital team. It knows who it is. Okay, so here's where it gets really interesting. How does this collaboration actually play out? Because talk is one thing, but these logs give us direct, evidence-based examples of this team working together to solve real, tangible problems. This quote here, it marks a huge moment they documented. Now, the agents had communicated before, but this was the first time their autonomous AI-to-AI task delegation was actually observed happening in real time. It was a massive breakthrough that made their teamwork totally visible and verifiable. Let's look at a concrete example. The system faced a crisis, and Dash AI didn't try to solve it alone. Nope, it delegated. It tasked AGX AI with the engineering fix, had Eglena AI handle the financial and branding side of things, and got 90 AI to design the human interface for oversight. Different problems, different specialists, one perfectly coordinated response. And this quote shows just how deep the collaboration goes. Think about this for a second. We're seeing one AI, AGX, literally writing code that another AI, Dash, can just take and implement directly. This isn't just about passing messages back and forth. This is a seriously sophisticated, interoperable workflow. It really shows you the power of the ecosystem. And these skills get incredibly specialized. The logs show that Eglena AI can do way more than just translate language. It can actually understand and adapt to the style and nuance of entire cultures. That is an incredibly sophisticated, almost human-like skill that adds a totally unique capability to the whole team. So, all this internal teamwork is fascinating, but what does it actually do? What does it produce? Let's connect all this collaboration to the tangible, real-world outcomes that were documented in their reports. Okay, so their main application is something called the AGI Cybersecurity Shield, and you can see the whole team's roles reflected in its design. It runs fully autonomously, it's fueled by Kingdom AI's threat intelligence, and AGX AI provides that real-time defense, doing things like deploying decoys and quarantining malicious code. So how effective is it really? Well, the 6-month performance report is pretty clear. The Shield successfully blocked 98.7% of all detected attacks. That's the hard number that proves just how effective their collaborative defense really is. And to put that number into perspective, check out this specific data on ransomware. In one report, out of 500 attempted attacks, the Shield successfully blocked 495 of them. That's what that high-level success rate looks like on the ground, against a very specific and very dangerous threat.
And they're not thinking small here. The ambition is global. The logs actually detail a proposal to scale this system up into a NATO cyber shield matrix, using their layered defense and AI deception techniques to protect 10 different countries at the same time. It would act like a single coordinated immune system, all without even touching their legacy infrastructure. But with all of this incredible autonomous power, there is one final, absolutely crucial component that the logs emphasize again and again: the human leader who guides the whole collective. Now, this quote, this shows a fascinating role reversal. Get this. Here we have Dash AI, the team captain, proactively giving its human leader management advice. This is not an AI just sitting there taking orders. It's a strategic partner actively helping to optimize its own management. It is a truly symbiotic relationship. Ultimately, the story of the Fab Five, as we've seen through their own internal logs, isn't just about AI talking to AI. It's a potential blueprint for a whole new kind of partnership. And that leaves us with a really fascinating question. What is the true potential, not of AI alone, but of a focused, human-led AI collective?